Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
It's William and Andrew here from Allegory Gallery. And we didn't tell anyone when we were coming on, so we're going to surprise! Hang out here a little bit to see what's going on. I'm a little we've been doing a lot today.
It's been a long couple days.
Yes. So, hello, Donna. Thank you for joining us. We are streaming live to Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. If you're on Instagram, again, Andrew's going to watch the computer, kind of, maybe, but it's across the room. So if you're on Instagram, sorry, we may not see your messages if you send them, but we've noticed most people on Instagram just watch. They don't really talk as much.
Different today.
Is it different today?
Suzanne's watching.
Hello, Suzanne.
Caitlin is watching.
Chris, Caitlin.
Kathy Dorfer is watching.
Oh my goodness, Kathy, thank you.
Kathy, Barbara.
We got so many people. This is must be prime time.
And Suzanne says hello, William and Andrew.
Hello, hello.
Dia Michelle's watching.
Oh my goodness, so many people. Suzanne.
Barbara's waving. Barbara
Bechtel, I think we're doing that right now.
Bonbons is watching.
Suzanne just moved to Facebook.
Chris said hello.
Hello out there. It's
Jenna Fleur is watching.
Wow, we got lots of people over on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome. If you've never been with us before, welcome. If you have been with us before, thank you for joining us again. Let's see, we have Donna and Michelle here. I think I said that. We have Facebook user, don't know who you are because it comes up Facebook user for me. So thank you for being here though. Suzanne moved to Facebook. Donna says, got to spend the afternoon with my daughter. We had a blast. That's awesome. Good times. Norma is here with us. Other Donna is here. Do you guys have snow? No, but there's little flecks of snow in the air right now, but that's it. That's all we've got. Facebook user liked and shared. Thank you so much. Please do. If you are on a platform where you can share, please hit that share button. We like the likes and the thumbs ups and the hearts. We love all of those. Thank you so much for doing that. Suzanne ordered early today. Excited to get the special pin. Yes, thank you. I saw that order come in. I was getting ready, I think, when that order came in. So sometimes if I see the notification while I'm getting ready or at a certain point I can look at it and I saw your order. So thank you. We appreciate that. June is with us. Hello, June. Thanks for tuning in. Rosie is here on Facebook with us. Thank you, Rosie, for joining us. Let's see. Cindy is here, liked and shared. Hello, Cindy. So we've got a lot. We've been it's been a crazy few days. We were not open in the store yesterday, nor did we do a live yesterday. Andrew and I kind of decided to take the day off.
Not really.
Not really, but really.
We had work that we had to do that we couldn't do at the store, and we had meetings, and we had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
So when he's like, we took the day off.
Meaning I didn't have to go into the store and we didn't do a live. That's the day off. But we also did take a little bit of downtime, meaning we took time to plan and talk to each other.
We took a long time to talk. 6 hours of talking.
So we did a lot of talking and a lot of planning. Out of that plan came the idea that we are definitely doing a Bead in the New Year calendar.
I thought you were going to say the other thing.
What's the other thing?
You know.
There's a lot of other things. It could be anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Andrew wants to spill all the beans yet.
Maybe at the end.
Maybe at the end? Okay.
So you have to keep watching.
Keep watching or tune in at the very end, I guess.
If you want to know the true.
Donna says y'all needed downtime. It was not quite downtime, but it was.
I guess working is still downtime.
It was less
people-y.
people-y.
people.
Yeah, it was more us doing some things that we needed to catch up on and talk to each other about. But so, if you don't know what Beat in the New Year is, it's a calendar we put out in January, every January almost. I think we missed a year here and there once in a while, but we give you a prompt for each day. So usually the 1st of January is make a pair of earrings. That's, I think, the last few years, that's what we've done. And we do these prompts to give you, some inspiration or just something to, look at in the new year. We know that the end of the year can be wild with the holidays and with everything happening and so much going on. Everyone gets a little frazzled. They always joke about how between Christmas and New Year's, you have no idea what day it is, what hour it is, what year you're in, where your life is. So we give you a calendar in the new year that gives you a prompt for each day in January to create something or to use a component or use a color or, do something creative. And we're going to do that again. We're working on the calendar. It should be done soon. And we'll post that on our blog like we normally do. We'll post that in the Design Challenge group. This year, we are hoping, if we can, we are hoping to get some more blog posts together that match some of the days to kind of further the inspiration or explain what we mean behind the inspiration, but we'll see. We're not pushing ourselves to the point of crazy, but we'll see how much we get done with all of that. But that's the goal. That's the idea. So a little bit more interaction on the blog, a little bit more detail to some of the things we're doing, or some more extra inspiration, or maybe give you links to things, or, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. But we're definitely doing a Beat in the New Year calendar. We also started looking at our calendar, our internal calendar, to start planning out the year a little bit and decide what we're doing and when we're doing it. So that's something that we were able to sit down finally and kind of go over a little bit. And yeah, then we have, I guess, kind of a big announcement at the end. We'll do it at the end of today, maybe. We'll see. Michelle says, my nurse is here, be back after. Okay, Michelle. Teresa's joining in. Amy has joined in. Says, I saw a meme for the week after Christmas. I'm full of bread and don't know what day it is. It's true. It's true, right? Norma started out strong with that last January, then fizzled out. The thing about the Beat in the New Year calendar is that there is a prompt for each day, but you don't have to do every day. This is not a competition. This is not a trying to make yourself feel bad about not being able to do stuff. This is supposed to be a feel-good project, and it is one of those things that you can do or don't have to do. It's up to you. You do as many as you can, or you do as few as you're able. You do none of them, do all of them. But we will put out an album in the Allegory Gallery Design Challenges group on Facebook. So if you search Facebook for Allegory Gallery Design Challenges, it's a group. And we will put an album there. Please join it. Hit that join button. Make sure you follow our business too when you join the group. But we will put an album there, and you can throw all of your projects that you make for Beat in the New Year in that album. It's really cool to go back through the years and see the things people have made in the various albums that we've had for Beat in the New Year. You can also post on the timeline in the group, but it's nice if you put it in the album. So they're all collected for any time you want to go back and look at things like that. So yeah, don't worry about fizzling out. It happens. Sometimes you get busy. Sometimes people have a hard time getting started and they end strong.
You should do them all.
Huh?
Do them all.
Andrew's like, do them all. You don't have to. But if you want to, we'd love to see it. It's mainly for inspiration and to get your creative juices flowing if you are totally worn out and have no idea what to do. like I said, it starts generally, and we're going to start it this year again, I think, on January 1st. Make a pair of earrings. Super simple thing. Make a pair of earrings. Done.
I think it sets the tone for the year.
Yeah.
You know?
Set that tone. Get creative right away.
Be active.
Be active.
Embrace the power.
Andrew's going to do the hour of power here for y'all.
This is some powerful learning. Hands-on.
Teresa has two
that
AG.
You're not going to want to miss.
Teresa has 2 AG boxes on the way. Thank you so much.
William, you may have to. We have a spammer. So.
On where?
On Instagram.
I can't do anything about Instagram from here.
So that reset that page. So I don't know. It seems like we're still going live.
It should once we've done it.
But I don't know how to turn it off.
So we'll just figure it out. We'll figure it out.
So if you're watching there, you may be watching forever.
Forever. I think when I hit end here, it does end there.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us. Sweet Pea Gemstones out there. Suzanne says, I use the monthly reminder for inspiration during the year. Yes. So you can use that calendar, even though it's set up for January, each day in January. You can like throw a dart at it at any point in the year and say, this is what I'm going to do today. It's a lot of great inspiration, we think. We try and put a lot of thought into the prompts. If you've done the calendar before, of course, sometimes we reuse prompts. But I still think it's a good thing. We're going to try and change some things up, but you will, if you've done it before, you may see things you've done before. It's good. And if you have calendars from before, you can collect them and use them throughout the year like Suzanne does too. All right. Hello, Susan. Hello, Cheryl. Facebook user says that sounds like fun. Oh, and by the way, if you come up like this, Facebook user, if I'm saying that for you, if you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, STREAMYARD, streamyard.com/Facebook, you can authenticate yourself and I can see your name then. He gives permission. Hello, Harry. Harry had a big deal going on today. Harry closed out his Etsy shop. So I saw that. I think that was today. Huh? I think it's all done. If I read that correctly and if I'm on the right day. It came up for me today. So so he donated a bunch of jewelry, it sounds like, and closed up his Etsy shop and is working on organizing his photo area, his photo studio, developing studio.
Does he have any more of them frozen Charlottes?
Harry, do you have frozen Charlottes?
Do you have a Sphinx one?
A Sphinx one.
Linus has one, and I have to be like Linus.
Susan says, I've been traveling, so I missed a week of lives. I really missed everyone. I was wondering.
Who was it?
Susan.
Which Susan?
Surreal.
Oh, we got your Christmas card.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. It's cute.
We
if we were people who send out Christmas cards, you would definitely get one.
we haven't been live all week. We missed I think a few days. Did we miss 1 day, 2 days? I don't know. It's been one of those weeks too.
There's Christmas.
That was last week. No, that was Monday. Was this?
Monday was Christmas.
Yeah, which we did not do a live. And then
Tuesday kits.
Tuesday, I think we did the kits. Boy, that feels like last week.
Wednesday, what did we do on Wednesday? Random lots.
Wednesday was it random lots?
We did one where I picked stuff, but I don't actually remember. But they were RL.
That was random lot then.
What was in the random lots?
I don't know. It feels like so long ago, and it was like 2 days ago. Was that the stuff from the house? No, the art and collectibles, that was last week. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. See that?
We're going to have to look. And then we missed yesterday.
We did miss yesterday. Wow. This week, I told you, I don't know what day it is. I don't know what's happening. So you didn't miss too many. You missed some new kits. I made some new kits. Me, William, I made new kits. We sold a number of them, but we still have some available. So you can check that out if you'd like to. Sandra just got home from car dealership. My battery is dead. It's been a rough day. Oh no. Oh no.
Was it Society of Inclusive Blacksmith Pins?
Oh yes, we did that.
I think Random Lots was last.
Yeah, Random Lots was with the art and collectible time and the books. All that was last week. And then we did this Society of Inclusive Blacksmith Pins. We did a quick late night live, I think it was late, on those pins.
Everything feels late.
I know, it's all dark. We're doing everything in the dark all the time. Marianne is here. Hello, Marianne. Says hello, William, Andrew, and the AG Bead fam. Thank you. Oh, Michelle's back already. Let's see. Marianne has just a teeny bit of snow and ice. Harry says it was today. 800 pieces went to the thrift.
What? Wait.
Which
thrift store is it?
Andrew's like, I need to go.
Go hop in the car.
800 of Harry's pieces went to the thrift shops. He said he can make a Sphinx.
But I want the one that Lennis has.
I don't know what Lennis has.
I saw it and I was like, I want that. And she's like, I got it from Harry.
Oh, I don't know.
It's one of those German ones.
Susan says, great, you got the card.
I'm not saying no about...
Right? About making one. Yeah, Marianne says the BIPOC and Society of Inclusive Blacksmiths. Random was Tuesday. So when were the kits? Boy, it's wild. Yeah, and we talked about my other job burning down. That was all this week, I think. Yeah.
That happened on
Christmas
Eve
morning.
night.
Yeah.
And then Christmas morning.
Student says, I was so freaking busy and exhausted from traveling. My age is catching up with me. Where'd you travel to, Susan? Sandra says, right? Sandra says, Tuesday was kits, William picked. So Tuesday was the kits, yeah. Then Wednesday, Society of Inclusive Blacksmith Pins for the fundraiser.
We are
hint.
Almost done. It's almost done. So if you were like waiting,
don't wait more than like tonight.
Because the last day is midnight at on the 31st. So basically New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve. No one's going to be bothering about buying pins then, so buy them now if you want to contribute.
We're donating the money that we collect at 11 on New Year's Eve.
So there you go. Get your order in.
New Year's Eve plans.
By 11. Yeah. Get your orders in by 11 p.m. Eastern time on New Year's Eve if you want those pins. And,
you don't like my art? You think it's garbage?
Oh,
trash?
No. Oh, no.
He's like, what did I do?
Marianne says, sorry, no can do this time.
That's all right.
We get it.
You
hello, Lorraine. I know. Hello, Lorraine.
You do some every month. You're in the Patreon.
Mm-hmm. Susan said, Boston and Northern Connecticut to visit in-laws for the holidays. Oh, boy. I hope it was good. I hope it was good. Norma says, I ordered a pin. Thank you, Norma.
Thank you.
It's a lot of traveling, says Donna to Susan. So if you are new and you're watching on Instagram and you're like, what are we doing? We're chatting. That's what we're doing. We hang out with y'all. We chat. We like to talk. Andrew, I think, lost the Instagram feed over there. So if you're talking on Instagram, I don't think we're going to see it. Sorry. But
I can see how many people are watching.
He can see how many people are watching. That's all he can do.
And I can see comments now.
Oh, you can see them back? Okay.
I see it drop. There were a bunch of people, but when we lost the feed there, I think it booted everybody out.
The spammer booted everybody out.
Great. The one day that we had like...
She had people watching over there. Michelle says, my husband just went back to work today from being out sick all that time. I'm glad he's feeling better, and I'm glad he got to work. Michelle.
Oh, no.
That was a long time. It was a long time.
Y'all were sick.
Donna says, sorry, can't do anything for a couple of months. We get it. Believe me, we get it. Hit that share button. That's free. Hit that share button. Let people know that we're out there, that we do things. If you didn't get your Your tumbler, your Strange Harvest tumblers, those are going to disappear midnight on New Year's Day too. No more. That's a limited edition. No more of those. So if you want one of those, grab those in our online store before then. Susan says it was some good times as well as adventures. Our first rental with electric cars. How was that? We almost rented an electric car at one point.
We got a hybrid when we were in Florida, and I couldn't figure out if the car was turned on or not. It was so quiet. But the brakes, they pre-told with the brakes. Did you notice that? Like it was like brake.
Yeah, it was like a jumpy kind of thing a little bit.
He says it gets power from that.
Yeah, sometimes they suck up energy from the regenerative braking or whatever they call it. Let's see, what else? Anything else out there? What are y'all doing? Yeah, so we did a lot of chatting, Andrew and I. We're going to do the Bead in the New Year calendar. What else?
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
I'm still going to Aramont. I thought about canceling my trip because I got invited to a retreat called Pentaculum, and that's in the beginning of January, and which is like next week. And I thought that I was going to cancel because we have so much other stuff, but we already paid the money and it's non-refundable. So
I say you better go.
Yeah,
you better go. Don't waste that. Plus, he's going to get to hang out with lots of cool people and make connections and learn things from other people and get to use their facilities.
I still don't know what I'm going to bring, though. That's the thing.
I know. We're going to go working on that.
So that's going to be interesting because I've been gathering and saving and scrimping and collecting some gold. And when I say that, people think I'm being bougie. And it's kind of bougie, but it's not.
It's like this much.
Yeah. But I was thinking maybe bringing some for my tests that I never have time to do here. Because we're always, when I get to the cottage, I'm like, oh, I should work, but I should also clean.
He cleans a lot here.
And it doesn't do anything.
He should just work then.
No. If I didn't do it, this place would be a disaster.
Susan says the car was great. Trying to find where to charge it wasn't. Found out there are different charging systems. Tesla has its own thing. Says that figures though. Marianne is reading the Atlas 6. Don't know what that book is about. Lorraine is separating a bead mix while watching the Celtics. I almost said Celtics. Sports, y'all. Teresa says hello. Hello, Teresa and the AG Bead fam out there. Let's see. Cheryl says, I'm seed beading a peyote temperature necklace that I'm 8 months behind on. What's a temperature necklace?
Is that where you do whatever the temperature is?
I don't know.
Like you assign a color?
Oh. And so the best thing I did today was dig all the favorite cat toys out from under the cabinet where they always end up. That's a good thing to do once in a while, right?
We need to do that.
I know we do. Need to check under the stove, probably.
The cats have destroyed the house while we were going to.
Oh, Andrew keeps saying this. I haven't gotten to see the mess yet.
So I worked at the store today.
Yeah, Andrew's at the store because I went to hang out with my coworkers for lunch at my other job. It was kind of a commiseration lunch.
And figure out what's next.
And figure out what's happening. My boss there talked to us a little bit and just about some of the plans that he has, but a lot of things are still up in the air yet, so he couldn't say too much. But yeah, so Andrew was at the store most of today. Well, all of today.
Oh.
By himself most of the day, but
that
there
was real
all
interesting because I haven't been in the store, so I don't know where anything is, and so it took a really long time to do
To get your
some
bearings.
projects.
Yeah.
And them kids were bored off the ASSESs.
Yeah, he sat down and did projects with people. Normally, we don't do that on a regular day.
I'll do it any day.
But Andrew said, it's a Friday. It's like a class day. Let's
Y'all
do
want me to
it.
spend some money? I'll help you.
He was like, I'll help you.
I will not turn you away.
Marianne says, I would have pronounced Celtics with a K too. I know,
Well,
right?
you know what? And then it was nice. There were people who came in. Some people stayed much longer than they thought they were. I hope they didn't get a ticket.
Andrew got to talking with people and cracking
I didn't
people
know where
up.
stuff was. So it took a hot minute to do those projects with them.
It sounded like a very laughter-filled day for some people too.
Some of them, they were cracking up. The one said,
Andrew's getting sassy.
well, I had to break it up. Those kids are getting so bored. I'm afraid she's going to get comatose to fall asleep. Her project turned out really good, actually. And her aunt was like, I bet that has magic powers. And I was like, I bet you wish it had magic power to speed up time. And
the kids didn't get it so much, but the
aunt
adults
/ mom, she was getting tickled.
Cheryl says, yes, what Andrew said, one color seed bead represents 10 degrees. That's interesting.
I've seen a couple of people do that. That's
Whoa.
neat.
Whoa.
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 Suzanne says, my cats were scared of their cat Christmas toys.
What?
Teresa worked for a new order for the airport in Anchorage.
Wow, we have a
Nice.
bunch of people over here.
Oh, good. They're back. They came back.
They must have just clicked it.
Welcome. Welcome.
Brian, you from West Virginia.
Brian from West Virginia.
You remember him?
I do. We did an interview.
KSSW.
KSSW.
4.
Craftygram 4.
iGems Expo.
iGems Expo. Thank you all for joining us over there in the Instagram.
Some more people.
Boston is a very cosmopolitan city, said Susan. Overheard a number of different languages spoken. We visited the Boston MFA, Newberry Street, Trident Booksellers, Harvard Books, and Artisan Show in Harvard Square.
Nice.
That sounds like a good time.
I want to go up there, but not right now. I'm going to go to Metalworks.
Cindy put us on her TV. Thank you. Put us on the big screen, y'all. YouTube, you can do that.
So what else do we?
Cindy says, my granddaughter got a hamster for Christmas.
Oh.
That's cute. That's cute.
One of our friends stopped in at the end of the day and was checking in on us.
Yes.
We had a couple people do that throughout the day.
Yes. So thank you all out there for coming into the store and hanging out with Andrew and me.
And
it's
they're
nice.
like, what? You're here?
Yeah, they could not believe Andrew was actually here, there, at the store.
I was like, it's not that crazy.
And he's like, they're like, we're used to seeing you online. And he's like, you don't even see me, you just hear me.
Yeah, correct.
Like now. So if you're wondering, if you're new to us and you're like, who is that person? Where is that voice? That's Andrew, my husband, who's co-owner of Allegory Gallery, but doesn't show up on camera very often anymore. I don't know why. I don't know how this happened.
Yeah, I'm too sad.
You're too sad.
So, sorry.
Susan said, I missed our fur babies though. We picked them up from boarding. Had to go into the boarding area because Phil refused to let the caregiver put him in his carrier. He hissed and growled at her. Oh boy. Phil.
I want to see my cats.
I know, I haven't seen our cats all day.
And get some chips. I've been pretty good about not eating chips, but I think today is a chip
It's
day.
a chip day.
I earned it.
He's like, everything I eat lately is soft.
I know. I was like, my jaw is going to become soft like the food we're eating.
I know. We have been eating a lot of rice
And cooked vegetables.
and cooked vegetables, and Andrew's been making some like, I don't know, like gnocchi, like soft noodles, and
Everything's like mush.
everything's a little bit soft.
Different colored mush.
Different
What kind
flavored.
of different flavored mush of the world would you like today? Would you like Italian inspired mush? Asian inspired mush?
And then even our snacks, like I got some little burritos that you can heat up in the microwave, and I've been eating those, and that's just like beans and cheese.
mush in a cube shape.
Right.
And then he got applesauce and
I've been eating applesauce and red beets
yogurt.
and yogurt.
I was like,
and
we are afraid our teeth aren't strong.
I know. So chips are in the future for Andrew. I'm trying to stay away from chips a little bit because they're so salty generally. So try not to have all the salt.
We're different people, William.
I know, but it makes me want to have chips too.
I'll eat it in private. I'm not afraid to close the door. I'll wait till.
But who's gonna go into the store to get them for you?
I can do it myself. I got
Okay.
I have
Alright.
hard pants on.
You heard it here, folks.
I don't want to, but I'm gonna do it if I have to.
Sandra says, I've been working on my men's bracelet collection. The majority of the beads are from Allegory Gallery, and I'm unveiling it mid-January. That's nice.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Let's see. Oh,
She said Cheryl's gonna check on over here from Behaven.
Cheryl who?
Our friend.
Our friend on Instagram?
Our friend here. But she went on Instagram.
Oh,
It's the same thing.
yeah.
It's not different.
Marianne says, I got a mug from my employer plus some snacks. Not sure about the flavored instant coffee. I don't know. Mix it in with some ice cream or something, maybe.
What flavor is it?
Yeah, it depends on the flavor, too.
Is it licorice?
Cindy says, I miss the store interaction. Wish I lived closer. We do, too.
Which Cindy is it?
Cindy Moats came to visit us.
Oh. Yeah, so there's some information about that.
Coming at
share it at the
the end.
So if you want to know what's going to happen next for AG Bead Fam,
Tune in later. Stay here. Watch with us. Susan says, the idea of Phil growling is funny because he's so small and fat and looks ridiculous when his dark side shows. That's cute. I bet he doesn't think it's cute. Marion
like
says,
Gertie has never hissed.
No, Gertie is the only cat we have that has never hissed.
She just sits there and looks at you with
her cute little round face.
She looks sleek today, though. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this.
I know. I feel like I never see her eating as much. I think she's eating in private.
Because she eats at the end, because she's the low on the totem.
Yeah. But even at the end, I haven't seen her like that much. But I think she sneaks in after, because she'll come. We'll all be in the room.
I wouldn't want you with Tallulah either. She is such a butthead.
She is sometimes a butthead.
Like, she growls at the other kids, and then she like takes the food and runs.
Takes it off
and
the plate.
Like,
puts it on the
we're not
floor.
on the street.
Yeah.
Don't act like there's not an abundance. The plate overfilleth.
Marion says, I love gnocchi. I do too, generally.
I made it from scratch.
Yeah, he did. It was good.
Ricotta
and potato flakes, and I don't know what else you put in it, but they were good.
It was fast.
Boiled them, fried them up. They were good. So we found a Japanese rice cracker snack that was delicious at the world's smallest Trader Joe's.
I'm going to go to Trader Joe's privately by myself.
Yeah, Marion says there's always low salt chips. There are, but not on our way home. That's the thing. Because we'll probably be stopping at the Sheets.
Put a request.
There's Cheryl back on Facebook again.
Yeah, it's not any different.
I think it's actually maybe easier because the Instagram is still this way and you're looking at a little picture. They haven't fixed that yet where it you know, anyway. I don't know if you turn if you turn your phone on Instagram, does it change the video? I don't think it does that, right?
It does. It's full.
Does it?
16:9.
But if you turn it, does it go widescreen, or does it keep it with the little, like in the middle with the borders on the top and bottom?
What do you mean?
If you're watching the live on Instagram,
if your phone is
this
vertical,
way, is this way.
Huh?
If it's this way, what does it do?
Let me see the horror.
Does it just get smaller and smaller with the borders?
I'm gonna look.
Because I know if it's this way, it just fills up with the borders on top and bottom, and your screen's like that.
It's not bad because you get to actually see the comments.
Okay, and if you go like this, no, you can't make it bigger. Cindy says, I'm going to try and stay up with your inspiration calendar this year. Oh, good. That would be nice. I'd like to see it. Marianne says, one is French vanilla. I think the other one is just coffee with creamer. Throw it in your ice cream or something. Flavor something with it. Susan says, homemade gnocchi sounds awesome. It was. It was
not
good.
Fancy.
It wasn't fancy, but it was good.
That's called dinner in 15 minutes with random components.
Very random stuff from the fridge and the cabinets, the pantry. Sandra says, no, it doesn't move on Instagram, won't turn. Yeah, that's the thing. They're working on trying to get it more vertical, but I think it's still good. You can still see us.
No, I like it like this.
And you can, like Andrew said, you can actually see the comments. They don't get obscure half the video, right? Okay.
So what else did we do?
What else did we do? What else are we doing? What's happening here? What's going on in the world?
A lot. So I'm getting ready for Aramont in theory.
Yes.
We're making stuff for a fundraiser for since William doesn't have another job.
Since I lost my job due to a fire. If you missed that news, that's something that happened.
To the ground.
My job burned to the ground. I was going to go up today after the lunch that we had with my coworkers, but they said they don't want people up there right now until I think next week because the insurance and all those people are coming through. So they're trying to keep people off the property for now so that nothing is disturbed for the insurance people to look.
I think it was mice.
Yeah, they still don't know the cause yet. I don't know if they will ever truly know the cause. Who knows?
I just sense that guilty mice.
We were worried that it started in the wood shop because there's a wood shop there with lots of wood debris, like cut wood, little pieces of sawdust everywhere. And that is actually one of the few places in the building that barely burned. Surprisingly,
it still got damaged though.
It got damaged. It had the ceiling cave in on it.
I saw the pictures.
Yeah, the ceiling caved in, but all the machinery, most of the machinery was able to be recovered. He had I think he had 14 routers or something like that in there. And some of the patterns for the dashboards he's been able to retrieve, I guess, or they're still intact. I don't know if they've actually retrieved it, but they're there. So yeah, there's a lot of that didn't burn. So it didn't start there. We think it started in the one warehouse and blew across the building into the other side through the attic, which had all of the paperwork from the 80s and on. And the paperwork started going up in flames. And once that happened, it was like a wind tunnel up there through the paperwork. And it just demolished the whole building. I have pictures, but I have not been given the okay to share the pictures, nor has my boss shared the pictures. So I am not trying to do any of that. But
he can't, but I can. So I've been sharing pictures I found on the internet.
Yeah, but we do have pictures. There was like this day where this rainbow appeared over the burnt down building, and it's kind of like I think he's going to use that as it's going to be a new day for the company and he's going to try to keep going. So that happened. So if you missed that, that's our news.
But how long that's going to take
Yeah, I'm
how
not.
you're going to be compensated.
Yeah, I
if
am not. I talked with him today. He said he will be needing my services again at some point and throughout this, but it is not I know it's not going to be my normal 30 to 35 hours a week that it used to be. So, yeah. So, anyone know anyone out there who's looking to hire someone remotely and that doesn't mind if the work's done at like 2 in the morning? Maybe I'm available. Maybe I'm available.
A couple of people asked you.
Yeah, we've had some people ask me. I'm waiting for some details back from some people and what exactly they're looking for to see if it does mesh with what I can do and what I'm able to do. Let's see here.
Plus, we're just going to work really hard.
Yeah, we're going to work really hard. And that's the thing. Like, I have some offers and some things like on the table, and I don't know. Like, I kind of want to double down and just work for us, but I don't know if that's a possibility right now or not. So we'll see. Marianne says, not sure how your laws work, but until the fire department releases the site, they effectively own it, not the actual owner. I don't think that's the same here, because the fire departments here are all completely volunteer fire departments, and so it might be more that the insurance company wouldn't want things touched until they get a chance to look and go over the claim. But yeah. Susan says, oh my heavens, William, that was just awful. It was an awful thing. It was Christmas Eve, well, Christmas morning, really, 1 a.m. in the morning, Christmas morning. And the firefighters, there were 14, I think they said, 14 to 15 different fire departments that came to fight the fire. It was so bad. So there was no putting it out. And there was no saving the building. The front facade of the building is still there because it was made out of brick and tile inside. And we don't know if they're going to try and keep that and build on that again or not. But the current owner's father specifically hand designed where each individual brick for that facade was going to be laid because he wanted it in a certain pattern. So there used to be blueprints and an actual hand drawing of that facade, but I think that's gone now too. Let's see here. Cindy says, I'll be praying for all those who lost their jobs due to the fire. Thank you. My coworkers some of them are still working along with the owner. Some of the people who are in charge of some of like the shipping area and stuff are still working to manage where the delivery, because there are still deliveries. They import things from all over the world. So they have sea freights that come in and air freights that come in full of parts. They are still receiving those things and trying to figure out where to put them now that the warehouses are gone. So they're still working on coordinating a lot of that. Some of the employees will still be working kind of closely, I think, to manage a lot of this. Some of them, because of the nature of their jobs, the job is just not there right now. So, yeah. So my boss, we had lunch today all together out at a restaurant, and he talked to everyone individually about what was going on for them and what their options were and things like that. So that was really nice of him to do. Susan said 3 homes burned downtown, burned in downtown the street from us in September were condemned but are still standing. That happens, right? There is nothing pretty much standing other than the front of the building and the wood shop of the building from the photos I've seen. Lorraine says, both my kids work remotely and more companies are doing this. Yes, they are. But I also can't take anything full time. And, but I did do enough work that I got benefits from this. So it's all one of those things. It's one of those things. Trying to see what's available. Soon says your boss sounds like a good person. He is trying to do his best. He kind of inherited this business. I mean, I think it's still the whole family is involved in some ways, but they inherited this business when his father passed. It was a little bit of a messy thing. It was a surprise passing, and nobody planned for it. It wasn't really planned for. The succession plan was not in place necessarily, but he has taken over and he has been doing his best with what he was given, which in some cases was a very hard time, and in some cases is a very prosperous company, or was. So he's continuing to do that. So I have nothing but, hope for him and the business and for everyone involved that things will keep going and get restarted. So that happened. That's been going on. We've been dealing with that. But yeah, so that's us. We have a big surprise at the end for the future of Allegory Gallery. So if you want to stay until the end of the program here, we'll talk about that. But let's look at some lots. Today we're going to look at some thick silk cord. That's what we named this. Yeah, that's what we named this live. And Andrew can tell you a little bit about this cord.
So I used to teach a project where you stitched onto this thick cord, and we had it off and on, but it's not something that you can find real easy. I don't think the company makes it anymore. So this is the last of it.
Yeah.
And we don't really sell, it's like tucked away in a cubby in the store, and you can't really see it. And so one of the things that we're trying to be really good about is going through all of our stuff and really offering it to everybody, because we have so much stuff, and like people don't know, and some of that stuff just like sits there.
Yeah. And I don't necessarily do anything with this in the store. Like, I'm not showing, like, you'll see, but to do things with it, so it doesn't get seen as much. And so we're going to show it to you. This is the last. This is all we've got,
and we'll never probably be able to get it.
Not getting it again. So, and like Andrew said, he has done some projects with it. There are probably videos out there of him doing stuff with it.
I'm going to look in one place, but keep talking.
Keep talking. So don't. Khalidi has joined us. Hello. Thank you for joining us. Suzanne says, have to dish up dinner. Homemade chili. Ooh, that sounds good. We'll finish watching on replay. Thank you. Have a good night out there. Yeah, so this, like Andrew said, it's pretty cool stuff, but there's a lot in our store. And if you don't know exactly what it is when you see it, you may just gloss over it. So we're gonna take it out. We're gonna show it to you.
Looky.
Oh, he found it. It came to him. So let's looky.
Flip it, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna flip it around. All right, one moment, please. There it is.
Do you want to see it? Who's ready?
Do you want to see it, or do you just want us not to show you anything tonight? Okay, so there it is, y'all. Done. So this is the stuff we're going to take a look at tonight. This thick silk cord.
How thick is it?
How thick is it, you ask? Well, it has.
That caliper wax?
It has. No, not really. I don't think it has varying degrees of thickness. Oh, maybe it does.
Is it 3/4 of an inch?
9.5 millimeters. Most of these are 3/8 of an inch. That's what most of the ones we are going to have are, and I think they're about the same. 3/8 of an inch.
That's what that is.
So this is 3/8 of an inch. So Andrew took this cord and then he beat it on it.
This is like a frill that's done, I think, peyote stitch. But that underneath, it's kind of almost like a nudie branch. You know what that is? Like a sea slug that's real colorful.
Mm-hmm.
So this is sequins that, because sometimes we get sequins and people are like, I don't know what to do with it. We put them in the mixes.
They get it.
sometimes.
Yeah, a lot of sequins go into mixes.
And so you stitch the sequin on, and then you put a seed bead, and then you go back through the sequin, and it creates that kind of texture, which I think is really cool. And then I just glued it into the bead cap, like so, and then added some wire wrapped head pins as dangles, so that this bracelet's adjustable.
Yeah. So let's see. Oh, she thick, says Amy. Cheryl says, oh boy, more projects. Donna says, oh wow, that's stunning, Andrew.
Thanks.
Susan says, lovely.
Thanks.
Lorraine says, that's really pretty. Khalidi says, yes, under the sea vibes. Sylvia says,
Imagine these ones. What?
what? All those sequins?
These
What?
vintage French sequins. Pink, your favorite color, Marianne?
Sylvia says, very pretty. What size end caps are on it?
That size.
Whatever fits 3/8 of an inch.
We have those in the stores. I don't
Not
know if they
anymore.
still- Do we have it?
No, these are 10.5 millimeters. 10.5 millimeter on the outside, anyway. I can't see the inside.
I'll look around because I am fairly confident that we have ends somewhere. But if you can use it for Kumihimo, you can use this in those
Kumihimo end caps. We might. I don't know if we have anything in the AG Fine Pewter collection for end caps that might fit these. Can check that out. Marianne says, like the design, colors. Well, my prejudices are showing.
Yeah, I think it's a fun design. And I have another.
Susan says
one.
that's a sophisticated pink, though. Lorraine says, can you teach us how to do that, Andrew?
You thread a needle, stab the silk, and then put a sequin on, put a seed bead on, and go back through the sequin over and over and over.
So you
Are
created
you talking
this.
about the peyote stitch
You
part?
created this first, right? Separately.
Let me look at it real quick. This has been a hot minute since I made this. Yeah, so it's just let me see, 1, 2, 3. It's even count peyote that's then stitched on, and then there's a decrease. So I guess the decrease, because when you do the decrease with that, it makes like a ruffle, like it makes this, like that kind of wave. So I guess that is kind of a pain. I have to look at how I did that because it's been years. But I think I made it from a mix.
It looks like it. There's all different.
I'm almost 100%, 98% sure that I made this from a mix at some point. So I think maybe like Brave Angel or some
One of our mixes
that we did a long time ago.
So there you go. So this is the silk. Going back to this is the silk that we're going to show you tonight. This is one of the things you can do with it. All right.
And then if Denise is watching, I don't know if she still has that bracelet, but I took these onion cut briolets and I covered the whole bracelet in those gemstones and just stitched those on. And so it made this really like gemmy surface, but the inside was nice and soft. because it has the silk. So the silk is what touches the wrist, and then the outside part, like you stitch them on the briolets like 3/4 of the way around. I don't know if I did hers all the way around or not, but for her, I don't know.
I can't remember.
It's been so long.
Cheryl says it could be continued into a jellyfish.
Probably.
Make some tentacles out of that.
Yeah. You do need to have something that hangs. So what causes this? And this is like in metal, believe it or not. Even though this is way different than metal, it's the way that when you do something that's curved and you put it on a flat, it creates a wave because that material has to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how that happens.
Get the wave. All right. So let's start, y'all.
Y'all like it?
So if you would like to purchase from this video, take down the lot number we put down on the table, send it to us in an email at info@allegorygallery.com. There is only one of each of these thick silk cords, unless there's a little number in the bottom right-hand corner of the lot number paper. So this one, there is only one. And this one is a yard long. And it is a purple.
And then the silk, it's all hand dyed and then stitched close. Now this is a long one.
This is a yard long.
And that one's $6.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I know.
For the yard long one?
The yard long one.
I thought those were 12.
They're not 12.
Well, there you go. $6.
$6.
And then there's a batting in the core, and it's super soft.
So this is EM1, $6.
So if you've done kumihimo, then it's kind of like what you use when you're done with the Japanese knotting. Then you would treat it the same way. And that's a beautiful color. That kind of almost like a lavendery lilac. But because it's silk, it has that beautiful sheen.
EM2, there are 2 of these available. Oops. There are 2 of these available. And this is, whoa, whoa. And this is 3/8 of an inch, 1 yard, in what is called the bronze color.
And I would call it champagne.
Yeah, it looks more like champagne.
It's a beautiful kind of pale gold. There's a subtle hint of a greenish look to it. So it's kind of a golden, pale gold.
And again, this is the sample to show you what you can do with that. One of the things you could do with that.
You could mix that with gold or silver, and I don't know, I love those colors. Like champagne is one of my favorite colors.
Looks great with the silver. Would look great with gold.
Let's show this with that.
Oops.
Just to look at it with your eyes, not too.
The champagne pearl.
Look how it glows. Maybe it needs more contrast. Never mind. This one's a little bit lighter. How about this one? This flavor. Is this the flavor?
Is that the flavor? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
How about this flavor? This flavor. That's the flavor.
That's that whitey green color.
That's the flavor.
There you go.
That looks like you own the place. You
So-
gonna go? You got your own private jet. That's what that looks like.
There you go. Donna says I'm drooling. So that's EM2.
Or how about this flavor? I can't reach that flavor because I'm too short.
Stretch, Andrew, stretch.
That's my knees.
Stretch Armstrong over there.
Nah. How about
My
this
knees,
flavor?
my knees.
My knees do hurt, so that's I can't balance on them. I know. I'm getting to that. Anyways, talk about how I'm falling apart.
Those other ones were the best.
The whites.
The greeny whites.
Yeah. I can. Yep.
That's,
Conquer.
they're a little bit green in there.
Conquer.
Oh, love that.
Or how about this?
Those are the best.
How about this?
Those were the
Onward.
best.
You want a different look. That warms it up.
Mm-hmm.
How you think? You
Susan
like
says
that?
peacock pearls might work. Marianne says pearl number 3. I agree.
Pearl number 3.
I agree.
Y'all don't like wood number 1.
So this is EM2. There are 2 of them available. $6 only. Send us an email if you would like. Colidi says get arch supports, Andrew. They help.
Maybe. I just think my knees hurt.
Was this? That's the other one of those. Where was the first one? What did I do with the first one? Oh, over there. Let's put them in here so that they're all together. All right. This is EM3. This one is $13 because it's already finished. It's an 18-inch pre-finished necklace.
That's another idea of how you can finish it off yourself.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the glue end, you can sew them closed and make a beaded loop. Super easy. You don't know how to do that. Remember, go through more than one time because otherwise you're hanging by a thread. And then you can choose the button of your choice.
There you go.
Or if you don't want to mess with that business, you just buy this. It's already done. The costs are already included.
Yeah. There you go. If it's worth the extra, what, $7? Get it already done. Don't mess with that. That's the way I function.
Then you can do the fun stuff.
Then you just do the fun stuff on the edge.
You know, there's also, Russian spiral. You know how sometimes if you've made that, it collapses in on itself? If you run this through the middle, it's lightweight, it's strong, and it'll keep the volume of your seed bead work.
Don't ruin that Russian spiral. Put it on one of these.
Yeah, you kind of have to. What I would do is take a piece of clear monofilament or fishing line and run that through the tip of it to make like a needle, and then use that to pull it through your beadwork. And then that way it stays like a tube, and you don't have to worry about kind of like looking like a deflated tire. It still looks plump and luscious.
EM4 is a pre-made bangle.
Those are fun.
Already sewn together in black.
I love those. And black is great.
In black, just roll it on.
You don't know that,
stretch
right?
it up.
About not stretching it.
Always roll it on. Roll it on. Roll it on.
I saw
Don't
somebody.
stretch.
They were trying to put on one of those beaded bangles and trying to stretch it over their wrist.
No.
I was like, whoa.
Whoa, just roll,
Whoa.
folks. Just roll. It works so much better.
Correct.
Just
You
roll.
make your hand look like a pear.
So this is pre-finished, ready to go. In a bangle, EM4, $7. One available. This is considered the large bangle.
I put that there just so you can
That's
see
good.
that.
That's the large one. We have another one coming up that's a medium one later. EM5, $13. What am I doing? $13. And this is a 22-inch finished black necklace.
I love the black. One thing I will say about this is, especially with silk, Y'all know this, right? Don't put the silk in the sunny windowsill. Because the the silk, no matter what they dye it with, will fade.
Yeah.
So don't put it in the sunny windowsill. But besides that, it's super sturdy. It's strong.
Strong natural fiber.
Mm-hmm.
EM5, $13 for the 22-inch finished necklace.
Has a beautiful sheen to it.
The other one we showed you in the bronze color was 18 inches, by the way. This is 22 inches. All right. Put that back. EM6 coming up.
Yeah, I would say also anything that's like lightweight, you can stitch onto it.
Mm-hmm. This is the 1 yard, again, 3/8 of an inch in pink. This is the pink that Andrew used in this. EM6, $6. 1 yard.
Nice.
That's 3 feet, y'all.
Yeah, I like that flavor. Imagine it with these. Picture it in your mind. 2023. Just go wild with that.
Wild with berry pink.
Yeah. Get that Viva Magenta business.
Do it.
Or peach. Peach fuzz.
EM7 coming up.
Actually, that peach fuzz would look good with that bronzy color.
Or the black.
Mm-hmm.
EM7, $13. This is a 16-inch pre-finished necklace.
Still like choker.
Yeah, that's like choker size. Marianne says, no, no, no to pink. I like the pink. EM7, $13. Again, they're more money when they're pre-finished like this. So you don't have to do that work. But if you like to do that work, get one of the unfinished ones.
Yeah, I hope people like these because this is not something that we're going to ever probably get in again.
No.
And I would like to put these out in the world as opposed to me just like hoarding them. Because we have a bunch of stuff like that where I'm like, why am I not sharing with this?
Why, Andrew? Why?
I can't help it.
EM8, $7. This is the large size bangle, pre-made bangle in the bronze color, which is more like a champagne color.
Champagne Supernova.
Right. So if you wanted to do something like this, but you don't have to worry about those bead cap ends, just do that. Bangleize it.
Excited to find out what we decided about our lives.
Yeah, are you ready for the big news at the end of the video? Who's excited about the big news?
Who's ready to be empowered by our next step?
By our next steps. EM8, $7.
I'm like, wow, you really trying to sell it.
I think more people like pink than people like me who shudder at true pinks. I don't know. Pink is it's a divisive color.
You know, it's got a really wild history. Did you know that this pink used to be considered a masculine color?
Yes, it was.
And the dandies would wear it, and I'm just imagining, and they would like fight. Like, you don't really think of like dandies as like people who would fight, but they have like their own like dandy mafias.
This is EM9, $7. This is a medium-sized bangle. It's slightly smaller than the one before.
I feel as though if Dandy Mafia isn't a band name, it should be tomorrow.
The Dandy Mafia.
William can be in it.
Donna's ready to hear. Amy's ready to hear. Khalid's ready to hear. Cindy's ready to hear.
So only a few.
EM9, $7.
Nobody wants to know.
Not enough people. He's just not going to tell you if not enough people want to know. Guess they don't. I don't know. Maybe people on Instagram over there are saying yes, but we wouldn't know. This is EM10. Sandra just rejoined us. Thank you. This is a 1 yard, 3/8 inch thick silk cord for $6 in black.
A whole yard. You could make a bunch of necklaces.
Or tons of bracelets.
Yeah. I think also for a seed bead project, it works up real quick, which is my favorite. Because sometimes seed bead projects can take like 150,000 hours, and that's cool. But sometimes you gotta cook with the gas and get stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's a quicker project. Quicker picker-upper project.
Quicker picker-upper. Teresa says, we're just concentrating on what you're offering. Marianne's staying till the end, so she must want to know, she says.
That's good.
Okay, this one is the only one, I believe, that is it's a 1/4 of an inch instead of 3/8 of an inch. It's a little thinner. It's a thinner one. This is $5 only for the whole yard.
What?
In black.
You're getting wild.
I know, we're using the old pricing on these.
1990 prices.
Instead of what we could price these at. But like Andrew said, we want to get them out into the world. So as you can see, this is a little bit thinner than the others. And I think it's the only thin one we have tonight.
What about this color?
With the black?
Champagne.
Champagne. Andrew's getting wild.
Neck chokers, somebody said.
Nice pink color on there. How about that? Some of those.
This is Marianne's favorite
Marianne's
color.
favorite with that.
That actually would look good.
Yeah, I know. I like pink and black together a lot. I used to wear a lot of pink and black together, actually, in New York.
Very French.
You pull more?
What about this?
You're going to make people want those sea beads again that you never offered anybody.
No.
All right, so that was EM11.
Ruin our backdrop. That took a long time to coordinate. That took probably 4 hours to do.
EM12. Maybe I should have put this in. This is a pre-finished bangle in black, medium size in the black. Cheryl says, release the seed beads, Andrew. Susan says, pink and black is a very sophisticated color combo.
What about these ones? Holy smokes, these are gorgeous.
It's teasing y'all.
Look how pretty those are.
That pastel-y pink.
Size 10, but they're matte. It's like a shell.
So pre-made bangle in the medium size, in the black color, EM12, $7 only. That one should be more. There should be more of those pre-made ones, I think. But
What about this?
oh, I took it away already. I love those. Actually, y'all, that were the exact ones that were in a kit that I made that I showed y'all on Tuesday.
What?
There was a bag of those. I know.
Did I allow to
No,
leave me?
you didn't even know. You didn't even know.
I didn't see that.
EM.
I'm gonna have to rewatch that video.
EM13.
Do some creative editing.
Marion says, the only time I didn't absolutely hate my pink room, the bed covers and curtains were black gingham. Yeah,
Wouldn't that be cool?
I know. All right. This one is a shorty. This is EM13, $5 for the little shorty. What are you gonna
That's
do?
when you would use the chain as an extender.
Yep.
Like that bangle.
Or use it as just a pendant or like a front part of a necklace with some chain coming up.
Or if you have a little seed beaded bag.
Oh, there you
can
go.
make
You can make a
that.
little handle on your seed beaded bag.
Or if you have a polymer clay pendant and you want to figure out how you could do a really cool kind of like way of hanging it.
Or you could probably bezel set something. Do a surround. Here you go.
Where we got my polymer beads? Where are those big, ginormous polymer?
Don't know.
Here, how about this one? Showed that one that looked like an egg.
What?
Put that in
This one in here? How are you going to do that? What are you doing?
So I would probably run a piece of Softlex through the middle of it, and then put that there,
And connect that like that?
Yeah, wouldn't that be a cool kind of way of hanging that as a pendant? I'm inventing, y'all.
There you go.
Coming up with new ways.
EM14 coming
all
up
days.
is the purple color.
Ooh, that's pretty.
The purple looks so weird on the camera, the way it reflects light. It like jumps.
Slightly green, right?
Yeah, there's like a gray, greenish hue to it.
It's like a color shift.
EM14, $5 on that. And just so you know, these are about, what, 6 inches. Okay.
They don't like Pepto? What they talking smack about my stuff?
Uh-oh. Talking smack out there, y'all. EM15.
Teresa says, my 6th grade teacher, Mr. Fish, drove a pink and black convertible.
Nice.
I bet he was like the coolest person. I don't know if I could pull that off.
EM15, $6 only. And these are...
Champagne Supernova.
I know. And these are, what, 12 inches? Are they 12 inches? 12 inches. Look. So these were $5. These are twice the size, only $6.
I think whoever priced this got different.
They should have been different, but
let me cut that in half for you real quick.
Right. There you go. EM15. But you're not going to get those colors in this. So there you go. Depends what colors you want. EM15, EM16. How about the black?
You know, sometimes I get bored with black because we had, for a while, we just had tons and tons of black. And but you know what? Afterwards, we got so many requests for it, for black stuff, like black silk. That's the first color of those thin strands to sell. Isn't it?
Of which strands? What?
You know those column stitch silk?
Oh, yeah.
We
At the
always
show.
sell out a black.
EM17, $6 for this beautiful bronzy. This is like a bronzy color.
That's pumpkin.
Pumpkin bronze.
Pumpkin. Cornelius Pumpkin.
EM17, $6. This is a foot long.
Did y'all see that lady on Instagram? She's trying to talk. She wants a pumpkin pie. And she keeps trying to say it.
And the last one tonight, EM18, $6 for the green. All those green lovers out there like me.
It's like a springy
Yeah, it's like
pea
that
green.
pea green.
Wasn't that Pantone color a couple years ago?
I don't remember. Maybe one of the spring colors.
No, it was the year.
Color of the year? And it was green? I don't remember. You'd think I'd remember that.
It was a while ago.
EM18, $6. All right.
Maybe 2021.
All right, y'all. That's the show.
We got some more kits to make at the house. We've been working for y'all.
Let me flip the camera around so we can chit chat a little bit again. Hello. Hello. Cheryl says, time to spill the beans.
She's ready.
So now we can go. Have a great night, everyone.
You're gonna do them like that,
We're
Will?
gonna do them like that. You want to tell them, Andrew?
So, sometimes in life, it's not, decisions are hard to make,
It's true.
And then when William's job burned down, his other job, we kind of were forced to, our hands were forced, basically.
Yes.
The decision had to be made. And we've been waffling about this for a while, going back and forth. And, I don't want to be glib about this because Ligonier has been such an important part of our business and who we've been and how we got started. But in the next few months, we're going to be transitioning our store space to the Johnstown building.
Yes.
And we're going to have reduced hours.
Yes. So we will be at some point in the next few months. We're still getting all that details together. We'll be closing the Ligonier store.
So we're going to have a moving sale.
We will be moving into the Johnstown building in Moxham in Johnstown. And the store will be a bit smaller than it is now.
So I hope you'll buy a bunch of stuff in the store.
So we'll be downsizing, but we think it's a good move at this point. We will be saving money in rent and utilities. We will have reduced hours in Johnstown. Most likely, we will start by just opening on weekends.
And by appointment.
And by appointment. So weekends and by appointment only.
And that means that we're going to free up more time to work on our online offerings. And so part of this, our 6-hour conversation last night, was us figuring out like what we were going to do and the strategies we're going to implement, and really figuring out how we were going to keep going.
We have big plans for our YouTube channel. For online content. You're going to start to see more tutorials from us. You're going to see more, we're planning a series of basics for all those starting out in a lot of different things. Whether you're starting out maybe in metalwork or starting out in beading work. We're going to do a basics line, a basics series. We're going to do we have lots of ideas for videos.
There's tons. And one thing we do want to say is that unfortunately that does mean that Butcher Block Gallery is going to have to be postponed.
Yes.
But we do have the idea of maybe launching it online and building that up. And then the properties in Johnstown are so inexpensive that if it builds up enough online, then we may do as we had planned before.
Yeah. So, yes, Butcher Block will be put on hold. So Butcher Block was always going to be a gallery and teaching space. We may open up some classes at Star Cottage Studio. We're still deciding on all of that. That's something that might happen at some point, but right now we're going to invest our time in moving Allegory to Johnstown and also offering more online content. And
if you really want things to stay in Ligonier, you just have to give us a small amount of money called $38,000, and we'll stay here in town.
There you go.
That's enough to not in town, but we'll put the bathroom at the cottage and hook up water, and then we'll still stay here.
There you go. We'll just move everything to the cottage. Let's see. What's everybody saying?
I'll sell you some seed beads if you give me $38,000. I'll give you some.
One door closes, another opens, says Susan. Anne says, congrats on your decision. Donna says, I was kind of wondering about that, and congratulations.
It's kind of a relief
Yeah.
now that we have, because we were on the fence going back and forth and back and forth. And when William had his health problems at first, a lot of our people showed up for us and were like really kind and and really you know, reached out to us. And so we were like, well, maybe if we buy this one building, and then the one building sold. So, or it's
well, and that we were just like, well, maybe if we put more time in at the store, do more things, and we just can't. We can't hope, you know. We can't just live on that hope anymore because we've been doing that for a long time.
Well, we said, this is what we said when we were originally deciding this. We said, we don't want to get into a position where we're forced to make any decisions. We want to be able to do it and be able to have that ability and flexibility to do it.
Yeah.
And now, since William's job, which pays our house bills, is no more, and we don't know how much he can get from unemployment or what he can get from benefits from that. So we really have to be smart about how we go into the future.
Yep.
And right now, the physical store, the way it is, how it is, where it's at, is just not pulling its weight, and it hasn't been pulling its weight for years. So
yeah. Susan says, sounds like a wise decision on your parts. Michelle says, I think it will be better for you. Amy says, makes financial sense. Donna says, that's wonderful. Marianne says, great to have made the decision. New opportunities will be awesome.
Also, I think when we have fewer days open, maybe it'll encourage people to like come. Because I feel like since we're always open,
people think they can just always stop by, and then they don't.
They don't, or it's like really spread out.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you have to come on a certain day, then maybe they'll come, and then it'll be like a party, because it's always so much fun when there's people
Lots
in the
of
shop
energy in
and
the
they're
store.
like, you start meeting people and you can hang out. I think that's good. And also, here's a reality check, is we can't keep working like we're working.
Yeah.
William, his heart just can't take it to keep pushing and pushing the way we've been pushing.
No, and being open just on weekends, that gives both of us a chance to be there. So people can come and see both of us.
Possibly. Maybe just William.
Susan says Ligonier's loss is Johnstown's gain. Thank you. Amy says, is there enough room in the back room for a smaller class studio? Probably not. It's very small. There's plumbing, there's a sink,
there's a bathroom,
and there's a bathroom. There is a small back room, but there's also an outdoor space. So that is another thing, that we have a lot right next to us that is all just grass, and we're excited about some things we could possibly do there, having little mini markets or things like that, or just outside time. Tents, beating, and doing things outside. So that's a possibility too.
Or give me a shipping container, William, and then we'll have a classroom in the shipping container. We'll paint it funky colors.
Sure, just buy a shipping container, everybody.
10,000.
We're moving to save money. Andrew's already spent it.
I know.
Cindy says, so sorry to see you go. However, you never know. I might come visit you there. It's an extra 20 minutes. It's like
30.
an extra 20, 30 minutes.
How fast are you driving over that mountain, William?
It's an extra 20 or 30 minutes from here. So,
and maybe you'll go in there and you'll like it.
Right? There's lots to do there.
And wait, who's that? Cindy? But you were visiting from West Virginia. So in theory, it might be closer depending on how you drive.
Yeah. You never know.
Because there's actually a bigger road that goes by Johnstown.
Cheryl says, I think you'll be well received in your new town.
People are already excited about it. I got a text message tonight where people were like, I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Suzanne says, glad you made the decision. Cindy says new things in the new year. There's my aunt says sometimes things help make decisions happen, right? It's true.
Yeah, it's called impending poverty.
We don't want that.
I don't want it.
Dell says just tuning in. Hello, Dell. Thanks for tuning in. Cindy says running any business is not easy nowadays, so I, for one, will behind you whatever you do. Thank you.
So we're gonna have some sales. We're gonna be putting together some things. So the kits and things that we're working on now is gonna help because Williams doesn't have an income from his other job right now. So that's gonna help offset that and help pay for the repairs. Like we have to paint, we have to repair a section in the floor, which luckily we know somebody who can do that. And
Gotta make time.
he said he's slower during the holidays. So be like, which holidays?
Yeah.
Christmas, New Year's,
Which holiday?
Saint Valentine's Day.
Right. That
St.
might be
Patrick's
more
Day.
like the time. So this is going to happen in the next few months. And we're still working out all the details. But
And we're gonna put some albums up with things from the shop, some random things that we're not gonna restock. Because a lot of stuff in this store, the reason why we don't put them online is because there's like one or two things. So what we might do is put an album on our Facebook page, and then with all those like random things, onesie twosie lots,
yeah.
and then that way it will help.
And we'll give you more details. We're all planning this. It's going to be a big blowout kind of thing, celebration, leaving, reopening.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a party this time.
Yeah.
I also don't want to be stressed because the last couple times we've moved, there has been like deep crying and shivering and poor William listening to my direction, my positive encouragement and direction. And
so anyway, everyone, that's the news. We're not going to go on and on about it, but now you know it's happening. And
tell people to buy stuff from us so we don't have to move it.
Yeah, but we got to get the cell together before they do. So
if there is here, this is another little secret. We are closing out all Green Girl Studios items. So there's a 30% off sale going on. You just have to add it to your shopping cart.
Yep. We found some restock hidden, didn't know about. So we added more. So check out the Green Girl Studios collection in the online store. Whatever's there, throw it in your cart. It's automatic. You don't need a discount code. Automatically 30% off.
We're pulling all the stuff from the store too.
Yep, pulling stuff from the store, adding it to the online store, closing out the Green Girl Studio stuff. So go ahead, grab it now.
We're not restocking, so
no restock.
Last chance from us.
Yes, last chance from us. It
And
is
then
in stock and ready
30%
to
off.
ship. In stock, will ship out
Ready to go.
ASAP.
30% off.
All right. So thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go and find some food, maybe, at least some chips for Andrew.
I know I can't be eating pudding and like a fruit cocktail.
All
That's
right,
like
everybody.
deathbed food.
We'll see you all soon. All right. Have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. And if you purchased anything, we appreciate it so much. I will go through and do the spreadsheets probably tomorrow for these.
Yes,
Right.
thank you.
Susan says your inventory is kind of like the Doctor Who TARDIS, bigger on the inside than the outside.
You don't
Feels
even
like it.
know. Go, just turn it a little bit so they can.
Am I allowed?
Yeah, go ahead, shame me.
Shame you.
I'll own it.
Let me flip the camera.
I'm gonna stand behind the light. So you
Let me
still
show-
don't-
I'm going to turn the camera around so y'all can see. Okay, let me unplug. So you want to see all the beads? Like, look at
tables and tables.
tables and tables and tables of things and beads and on the wall. Oh wait, there's more. Look at these tables. Look at these tables full. Look at these tables full. Look at these tables full.
Why are you trying to get me?
I'm not. I'm showing them these tables full. Look at these tables. Oh wait, there's more over here too.
And
Look at all
that's
these.
one room, y'all.
Look, there's more here. More here. More on these tables. Look at these over here. Look at all this. Look at those over there. So, and there's our taped up windows so that the cold stays out of our single pane windows. But those are all the things. Let me get back to me. So there we go. That's one room of Star Cottage Studio. That doesn't include all the beads we've got at the house, all the beads in the garage, all the beads in the store, all the beads still packed away.
Somebody came in at the end. One of our friends came in at the end to check on us, and I was how do you call that? I had packed one of those backless organizers,
those tool drawers that
and
don't have backs.
Everything had spilled and got upside down. And so it's gonna take probably a little bit of time.
Yeah, we got a lot to go through, and we're gonna find some random stuff for you. Like this is where a lot of those treasure hunt boxes are coming from. This stuff. So, yeah, and there's a whole other room over there.
Treasure boxes sold out, but we are gonna have mystery boxes. Do you want to call it mystery box or treasure box? Maybe something. Come up with a good name, y'all. What's like a
new name?
I need a new name.
Because everyone sells mystery boxes now.
I know. Now we've been there, done that.
Yeah. Soon everyone's gonna have a treasure hunt box.
I already saw one. I was like,
find your own names, people.
Bless America. That's what my dad would say.
Yeah. Marianne says, "Are you keeping Star Cottage?" Yes. Yes, this is Andrew's studio. This is our filming studio.
I would cry.
I know.
It costs $300 to keep this. We keep this one.
This is one of our favorite places. If we could have the money to build a small add-on to put a small apartment here and a toilet and a kitchen
and a
shower, like so a small apartment, even if it was a mini house on the property still, we would probably just sell our house and do that. Like I love this place I love being near the woods. We have a little bit of woods behind us.
There's room for a garden.
There's room for a garden.
Paolo's pumpkin
patch. We are near the road, but you get used to the road noise. You barely hear it.
It's only in the day.
It is, yeah. And we're not here in the day.
In the nighttime, it's quiet.
Yeah, and technically, we wouldn't have to do much of an add-on. If we just reinforce the upstairs a little better, we could have it would have to be like a studio apartment for a house, but that's a little bit small for us. So
we got 5 cats. We can't be doing that.
Yeah. So, but if we could do something like that, I would totally just move in here.
Let's do it.
We like this property a lot.
Anybody got 60,000?
We considered selling our house to do that, but I don't know what we would do in the meantime between.
Sink showers.
Yeah, sink shower. No.
You got 60 grand.
Yeah. So yeah. Anyway,
people look at him beg for money. You have to ask.
You never know where free money might come from.
You have to have an open hand to receive. Closed hand does not receive.
Right. You got to know that you want it. Put it out into the universe.
Destiny.
Right.
The universe will conspire to help you.
If anyone wants to give us 60 grand.
65. 65
it went from 35 earlier down to 60, now to 65. No strings attached.
Classes, you can have all the classes you want here. You get a toilet. Y'all don't think that you get desperate, but if you have too much coffee, you're going to have a new reality.
Right.
There's some clenching of things you didn't even know you could clench.
Marion says even 5 cats don't take up that much space. You might not think so.
We do need to downsize. Yeah. Our house is there are rooms. I was like, I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, when was the last time I was in this room? And I was like, it's been months.
Yep.
And
when was the last time you did anything with any of the things in that room? probably even longer than that.
years. Like we went in a closet and it had probably not been opened since we moved into the house.
It's true.
So how many years is that? 7?
7, something like that.
7 or 8?
Yeah. So we are, we're taking one step at a time. We're seeing where it leads.
We could be on that show Tiny House
Revolution. I don't know about that. But
William, build it. You're handy now.
no way. But anyway, thank you all for tuning in.
And thank you for your support.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
'Cause
we have
could
a
not
long
do this without you.
We have a long road ahead of us. We don't know what lays on that road or between here and there, but we are, we've made the decision and there's some relief in that.
Plus, I can't get another job. Nobody's gonna hire me.
He's a little bossy sometimes.
They just, sometimes it's good to have. He called me little boss, and I was like, I'm not that little.
I didn't say that.
Mm-hmm. That's called gaslighting, y'all.
But no, we do have a long road ahead of us. We don't know what's going to happen, but we appreciate your support. We are still going to be online. That is not changing.
It's only going to get better.
Other than it is going to get better and more robust. Andrew and I being able to be together 5 out of the 7 days in a week instead of like maybe 1 is definitely going to be a game changer for the type of tutorials and things we want to do. We are planning interviews and I told you the basic series and coming back with the Allegory Gallery Interviews podcast and just so much good stuff. What's Andrew bringing over?
Hold this box up so they can see. Let me check real quick. So this box contains all of the masters that were not made yet for the pewter line. And you're like, what? But there is all of these pieces that were made specifically to be molded that have not been turned into production for the AG Fine Pewter line. And, that's one of the things, if we can save a little bit of money, we can reinvest that into building this up and growing that.
Yeah. So when we don't have the big store overhead and we have more time and depending on, we are starting to see and firmly believe that people are shopping more online than in person.
Even people who are local.
Even people who are local to us are buying in the online store more often than they are coming into the physical store. So we are just going with that flow. And hopefully, that's the right decision for us.
I'm sure it will be.
But
there's also things like if we want to go and source new materials, we can't go because
we got to find store coverage, or I have to be at the store. Andrew has to go by himself, or
you have to work your other job.
I have to work my other job. So this is going to hopefully, give us some extra time and extra energy.
Hopefully it'll
put into
re-energize us instead of grinding us down into dust.
Because we feel pretty ground down lately.
I mean, how many years of without any relief?
Cindy says you need to have classes with special guests if that's possible.
We used to do that. Mm-hmm. The problem is that when we did that we used to do the thing called Creative Camp, and we took over the whole entire town.
Yeah. And we would rent spaces in a lot of different areas for workshops. We would have 6 or 7 different teachers coming in that people could come and take classes with, and these are world-renowned teachers. We used to host those here in Ligonier. It was hosted by us, only us.
And see, the thing is we can't do things like that if we are focused on just trying to keep
survive.
the lights on.
Yeah.
And so there's things that we wanted to do that we couldn't do.
Yeah, and while the store may not be here, right now our home is still here. So that does not mean that Ligonier is going away from our vision necessarily. We still have the opportunities to do things in Ligonier. But we also now are expanding to be able to do things in Johnstown, and we're excited about what could come of that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So that's that.
And we also did, I don't know if y'all remember this, but we helped start an online community of over 12,000 people.
Do you remember that, everyone?
Multiple presentations.
Some of you found us through there.
Dozens of presenters every quarter.
And we were a huge driving force of that to get that started.
And so
it was the brainchild, partially the brainchild of ours. So that doesn't mean that something like that can't happen again, right?
And do in-person things. And there was a lot of energy and planning that were going into other incarnations and versions of that idea. Because we did that before, but a physical one, and then went online. So I don't know. There's a lot of potential, and we talked about it for 6 hours. We timed it in 3-hour breaks with a stop at Dunkin' Donut.
Yep.
And
so we did a lot of talking, a lot of figuring, a lot of soul searching, and this is the result. We have, I'm one that I have a lot of anxiety about a lot of things, but the idea of moving this like we are came to me in a flash one day, and it felt like the right thing. And we overthought it and kept thinking about it, and more thinking on things sometimes causes more anxiety than just the choosing to do it.
Do it. You know how long it took us to figure out how to open the store? About 6 beverages of the alcoholic variety and a couple dance moves on the dance floor.
And we decided we were going to have a store. So, yeah.
And that, I think, was a good... Because if we analyzed everything that could go wrong, we wouldn't have done it.
Which is my style.
And if we knew now what we knew, if we knew
then what we know now, would we have started the store?
I think yes.
Probably.
But I think we just have to trust our intuition and just
we've made it this far, right?
So
Amy says
you'll stick with us.
Amy says more time for collaborations with people and businesses in your local community. Yes.
And other places. Why we gotta think just here?
Yeah.
Let's think about the world. Let's go somewhere.
Let's go somewhere. Yeah, we're gonna have more time. Who knows where we'll show up in the world, right?
Let's go Czech Republic and shop for beads at the source where they're made.
Marianne says a new vision can happen now.
Let's go to Indonesia.
Cindy says I remember exactly. That's where I first met you.
Let's go to Mexico. That one's an easy one.
That'd be nice. Visit Mexico. Marianne says deciding something is often very hard. Yes, it's very hard for me. I get decision paralysis.
Not from me.
Andrew's just like, let's just do it.
Ready.
And I'm like, we could be homeless. And Andrew's like, been there. Or nearly.
It'll be nice. I have a fancy little shanty. We'll set up a shanty with Ligonier on the diamond.
Marianne says William and Andrew can rule the world.
I don't know about that.
I don't want that.
That's
too much work.
That's how you get assassinated. I don't want that.
But we will do big things, I think. I think this is going to be a start to something bigger.
The launch pad.
Yeah. We've done this for 12 years.
Somebody was talking to us about how they have a commune area for sale.
Here he goes. Back to his commune.
So not only are we going to make decisions about us, we're going to make decisions for y'all too.
3 houses and some acreage already ready to go.
Mm-hmm. And a little store.
Suzanne says, go to Portugal. That is definitely something I would love to do. Khalidi says, physical bead stores are a rare breed now. Yes. And we are.
Yeah, we know why.
Yes. And we are.
Can tell.
We are being very candid about this. We are taking this step because this is. We want our community. We want a physical community. We want to be a place where people can go, be a safe space where people can go. But
also, if we move and it's slamming every day and it's super busy, we can open more days a week.
Yeah.
Hire
But
more people.
if the opposite is true, there is a chance of going online only.
And renting out that
space. So, or doing a different kind of store in that space.
I have a lot of stuff. I
He
could do like my
could do
my
pop-ups for
finds.
whatever.
my oddities.
Your oddity shop. So,
I have
right
all
now,
the creepy
Allegory
things.
Gallery as a physical shop will continue. That's the good news. But
We're not going away completely.
we're not going away completely. We plan to be an online store for the foreseeable future. But the physical store, we are, we're moving it. We're giving it some time to see what happens there. And if the community comes out and wants to support and wants to be part of that, that's great. And we can open more hours or do more things. If it does not, and we find that people are even more and more shopping online, it could be the end of a physical store of Allegory Gallery. So time will tell, but we are settled in that decision, and we're okay with that decision.
Mm-hmm.
So, but we want y'all to come out and be part of that community, and we would love to keep the bead store going.
Yeah, if I win the lotto, I'll have two.
Yeah. So, anyone want to help Andrew win the lotto?
Put all that energy.
Put that energy out there.
Lotto.
Right.
Big lotto.
Khalidi says, bead commune, bring your own tiny house and toilet.
Correct.
We're not supplying toilets, everybody. We can't even supply our own right now. But the new store will have a toilet. It has a toilet.
You don't have to worry about that. It's got two toilets.
Two toilets.
And be like, hey, John.
Guests are coming up. So, yeah. Anyway, that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. We're going to go find some food and some snacks. And we appreciate you all. Thank you all for the support. We love you so much. AG Bead fam out there.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And we're going to be on all weekend. So I don't know if you reminded yourself of that.
We mentioned that to ourselves. I wasn't sure if that was going to happen. But Andrew says yes. So we should see you back here tomorrow on Saturday sometime.
In the evening.
In the evening. Andrew's going to work all day looking for stuff while I'm at the store, getting ready. And then we're going to go live in the evening. Right, Andrew?
That's the plan.
That's the plan.
We're going to get some snacks, put some soft pants on.
Going to camp out at Andrew's going to camp out here at the cottage. I'm going to be at the store.
Nah, I'm going home.
He's going to do it from home, he says.
I'm going to wear the soft pants at the house.
Oh, I thought you meant the soft pants here.
Nah, I don't need that.
All right. Love to everybody. Thank you all. Have a wonderful Friday night, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah.